Do you know that strange feeling that creeps in right before a storm when the sky darkens, the wind changes direction, and you just sense that something big is about to happen? Well, that's exactly the kind of atmosphere surrounding St. James Park right now. There's a quiet sense of anticipation in the air, carrying with it the promise of developments that could shape Newcastle United's future over the coming months. The squad hasn't even officially returned to training yet, but behind the scenes, things are already heating up with strategic decisions and unexpected names starting to emerge. Last season was a memorable one, with Newcastle showing the whole of Europe that they are truly back among the elite. Lifting the Champions League Cup and securing a top 5 Premier League finish made it crystal clear that Eddie Howe's project is more than just talk. It's real, it's structured, and it's delivering results. But how do you maintain that pace? How do you take it even further? That's where the most important phase of the year comes in for any club that dreams big: pre-season. And that's exactly what we'll be talking about today, but from a perspective that few are paying attention to right now. And if you're the kind of fan who loves to stay ahead of the curve and get the inside scoop, now is the perfect time to join our community here on the channel. Your subscription is vital to keep us bringing exclusive news, in-depth analysis, and insights you won't find on mainstream sports outlets. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and join us as we dive into every detail of this exciting new phase at Newcastle. What's coming next will surprise a lot of people, and you don't want to be the last to find out. The new season hasn't even kicked off yet. The first signs of movement are already emerging, and they point towards something that could shift the dynamic of the squad in both the short and mid-term. We're not just talking about big-name signings or headline-grabbing transfers. We're talking about a force that's already within the club, growing quietly, developing away from the spotlight, and now beginning to earn a place in Eddie Howe's plans. A group of players who, if managed right, could become Newcastle's secret weapon in 2025. Now, it's time for the big reveal. According to Chronicle Live, Eddie Howe may include up to 4 new players in Newcastle's senior squad for the start of pre-season, and the most interesting part, none of them are external signings. These are academy talents who have already been working within the club and are now set to be tested alongside the first-team regulars. Names like Rory Finneran, Sean Neve, Leo Shahar, and young prodigies Sam Alabi are among the ones expected to feature in the initial pre-season activities. The news was met with excitement by fans who closely follow the club's youth development. Rory Finneran, for instance, joined from Blackburn Rovers last year and, despite early injury setbacks, has since made a mark with the under-21s. Sean Neve and Leo Shahar already trained with the senior squad last season and now look set for further opportunities. And as for Sam Alabi, that's a special case. At just 15 years old, he trained with the first team last season, and he turned 16 in July, just in time for pre-season. And that's why your subscription here is so important. We're tracking every step of these young talents, bringing you constant updates on their performance, behind-the-scenes access to training, and even insight into how they're being assessed by Eddie Howe's coaching staff. If you want to follow their journeys from the very beginning, you're in the right place. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single moment. Newcastle's next generation might just be forming before our very eyes, and you'll want to witness it from the start. Newcastle's preseason won't just be about fitness sessions and light training. It'll be a testing ground, a laboratory of sorts, where Eddie Howe gets to closely evaluate who's truly ready to make the leap. The match schedule promises real challenges. The squad heads to face Celtic in the inaugural Adidas Cup, followed by an international tour with stops in Singapore and South Korea. And that's not all. Espanyol and Atletico Madrid will visit St. James Park in early August for the Sella Cup, with tickets already sold out. And it's in those matches where the youngsters will have their chance to prove themselves. With no major signings confirmed yet, there's even more room for these academy products to be tested in real match situations against top-level opposition. While many clubs are spending big this summer, Newcastle seem to be exploring a smart alternative, investing in the talent already within the club, nurturing it, and giving it a platform to grow. It's worth noting that the only confirmed arrival so far is Spanish youngster Antonio Cordero, who joined as a free agent, but he's already been earmarked for a loan move to continue his development. That means that, at least for the beginning of pre-season, Eddie Howe will largely be working with the same squad that finished last season, with the significant addition of these academy players. And that, dear fan, changes everything about how this preseason might unfold. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. We're just getting started with our preseason coverage, and there's a lot more coming your way. We'll be tracking every training session, every match, every tactical decision. Hit that subscribe button and become part of our community. Here we follow Newcastle differently, with depth, with context, and with the passion only true fans can deliver. Another key aspect of this phase is Eddie Howe's track record when it comes to developing young players. Lewis Miley is the most recent example, earning trust, gaining minutes, and now considered a genuine asset to the squad. Howe's method of integrating youth into the first team has been praised inside and outside the club. That's why there's so much hope around these rising stars, and from what we're seeing, At least one or two of them may very well secure a permanent place in the first-team squad. This approach also reinforces a broader philosophy that Newcastle's management has been adopting, balancing investment with homegrown development, with financial fair play regulations in play and the club's desire for a sustainable model. Promoting academy talent is not only a technical move, it's a strategic one. And if any of these young players truly break through, it could save the club millions in future transfer fees. There's no doubt that the 2025 season promises to be full of emotion for Magpies fans. Expectations are sky high, the challenges are massive, and this pre-season will be vital in shaping the squad that will battle across multiple competitions. But more than that, it's a chance to see new names emerge, new talents being discovered, and perhaps witness the birth of future stars in black and white. And to make sure you don't miss any part of this journey, here's one last reminder. Subscribe now to the channel, because our pre-season coverage will be comprehensive. We'll bring you exclusive training footage, behind-the-scenes access, expert interviews, and deep tactical breakdowns. Here, Newcastle fans have a voice, a space, and top-tier content every day. Don't miss out. Newcastle's future is being built right now, training by training, decision by decision, and those names that sound unfamiliar today could soon be starring under the European lights at St. James Park. The only question left is, who will seize the opportunity? Who will surprise Eddie Howe and earn their spot among the greats? The answer is on its way, and we'll be following it every step of the way, right here with you.